What's good, y'all? Thanks for tuning back in to Air Trafficking. It's your man E, and we're back with another massive unboxing. Today I have 6 new pickups for you, all heat pickups. Every single one of them, at least in my opinion. I had intended to close out 2017 in a big way, but since the holidays and stuff like that, I guess the shipping kind of slowed down the process, so I wasn't able to do that for you guys. But instead, I'll be kicking 2018 off in a major way. Anyway, before we get into the packs though, as always, click that subscribe button if you're not already. Be sure to hit that like button, share the video. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're back. I'm going to crack this first pack open. As you guys have been hearing in a lot of my videos from last year, basically I've been getting rid of a lot of sneakers out of the collection. You know, after I shot my last collection video and counted over 200 and something sneakers, I just came to the conclusion that that was just way too many damn sneakers, if there is such a thing. But anyway, this one comes from GOAT app. I actually took some older sneakers from the collection and I have them listed on my GOAT account. Anytime that I sell used sneakers on GOAT, I just basically bank it until I see something that I want. Since I'm getting rid of multiple used sneakers from the collection, I think it's only right that I basically pick something up that I actually want in the collection with the money from those sales. But anyway, as you can see, we're starting off with some heat. We've got an off-white box here. On the top, it says Jumpman, and since there was only one Jordan shoe affiliated with the whole 10 collection, we've got the off-white, the 10 Air Jordan 1. This is actually the first time that I've seen this sneaker in hand or even in person, and I have to say I'm really liking what I see. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Off-White collection, basically Virgil Abloh, which is the creator of Off-White, it's a high fashion brand, and pretty much with the Jordan 1 here, he deconstructed it, broke it down, and put his own spin on what he felt like expressed the Jordan 1. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, these kind of surprised me because with them being deconstructed and you being able to see like the exposed foam, you got the flaps here and the check that's not actually attached to the sneakers by anything other than the thread that you see there. I thought that they were going to slip on the quality, and I gotta say that I'm kind of impressed. The quality of the leather does seem to be really nice. It's definitely not shattered backboard quality or even the quality that came on the Jordan 1 Gatorades, but in my opinion the leather is really nice. It's a nice thick cut of leather and it should last you over the course of time. So next up guys, we got a pickup from StockX. This pickup is another one that I've really been looking to pick up, but as I mentioned, I've set a personal goal with myself that for every X amount of shoes that I get rid of out of the collection, then I'll be able to replace it with one. And I found out that that method is working really well for me because it's keeping the numbers down and definitely keeping all of the clutter down out of the sneaker room. It's basically using the same method. Of course, StockX doesn't accept used sneakers, but anyways, I use their platform to basically sell doubles of a shoe that I have, or again, a new sneaker in the collection that I picked up over the years that I just don't want anymore. And with that cash, I was able to secure a sneaker that I missed out on, the Air Jordan 1 Top 3 Metallic Gold. This one was scheduled to basically only release exclusively at Complex Con. As we found out, that was totally false, and they ended up releasing at a couple spots here and there and even internationally. Overall, I have to say my main concern with this sneaker is the fact that I feel like the toe box is going to crease, because unlike your typical Jordan 1, the toe box on these top 3s here are in patent leather, and if you know patent leather like I know patent leather, then the creases are coming. It's just bound to happen. But even with the toe box being patent leather, I'm really happy that I was able to pick these up. I like gold. Gold is one of my favorite colors on the sneaker, and I feel like they did a really good job with the color blocking and the color selection for this particular pair of shoes. Of course, this sneaker is associated with the Top 3 name because it's closely tied to the original release of the Jordan 1 Top 3. And just like with the original, the color selection was great. They kept everything minimal, and even with the patent leather, it still looks like a quality shoe. So next up, we got a pickup from StockX, and I want to say all the rest of the packs are from StockX. I wanted this sneaker ever since I saw images, but I was unfortunately unable to pick it up on release day, not in this color at least. I was able to secure a couple pairs that I really intended on bringing you guys the video for. But anyway, we've got an Adidas box. From the lid, you can tell we got a Human Racer, and these are the Pharrell Williams and Adidas Human Racer Trail Edition in the Oreo colorway. Now this particular shoe actually released alongside of 3 other models, and out of all the 4 colorways, the Oreo here was my personal favorite. Now don't get me wrong, I did like the other colorways as well, but with this one here, I just felt like it was more wearable. If you're not familiar with Pharrell's whole Human Race line, then basically he collaborated with Adidas to promote humanity. His whole message behind the clothing and the shoes, all the bright colors and everything, is pretty much to promote humankind and essentially to promote diversity and all the great things that can come from that. As for the sneakers themselves though, you got an all prime knit upper that has a sock like feel to it. With the Oreo pair, you've got a blend of black, gray, and white tones. Now on the upper of the right shoe, you can see the word clouds, and on the left they have moon. Now normally you would see those words actually stitched in and embroidered on the prime knit upper, and with this pair it looks like they glued on 3M cutouts of the letters. And I have to be honest with you, there's some concern there, because I definitely don't want with wear and with time these letters to start falling off, because it would just take away from the overall look of the shoe. Nonetheless, in my opinion, the sneaker still looks extra clean, and I'm definitely glad to add it to the collection. Alright, so next up we got another pickup from StockX. This particular sneaker I knew I had to add into the collection. I was just waiting for the prices to kind of drop a little bit, and to be honest, I really haven't seen much movement in the resale price. But anyways, I ended up grabbing the sneaker not too long ago, and I think that this one is going to be the first of this kind to actually stay in the collection. We got a special Nike sportswear pull-out drawer box, and of course, as you can see on the side, we've got Undefeated. So it's one of 3 pairs that released. And as you can see, we've got the Nike and Undefeated Air Max 97 in the black colorway. Some people refer to these as being the black Gucci pair of the 97s, specifically because of those red and green hits that you have that wrap around the entire upper of the shoe. Out of all the 3 colorways that released, these were my favorite out of the pack. I know that the olive or the green pair was the most limited, but this one looks the best to me, and I feel like I could definitely get way more wears out of this one without it showing as much wear than out of the olive or the cream pair. Over the last year, Nike has been dropping tons and tons of colorways in this Air Max 97, and I have to say they've been growing on me a lot. I went from having 0 pairs to picking up 3 pairs now, the silver bullets, the metallic gold, and now this one. But anyway, as for the sneakers, the shoe is primarily black. You got a woven upper with your 3M hits along the trim. Of course, you got the red and green Gucci themed leather stripe that wraps around the upper with the Undefeated branding. And the last feature I wanted to touch on that gives this sneaker its extra little pop or flair is the all patent leather mud guard. I just feel like it was a really nice touch to this sneaker. I feel like sometimes it's really hard to make predominantly all black sneakers look good, but that patent leather touch definitely gives this sneaker that extra wow factor. Alright, so next up we got a pickup from StockX. I don't know if you guys recently saw my video on buying and selling sneakers on StockX and GOAT, or how to make money using StockX and GOAT. But I talked about how a lot of the times the prices on each of the apps are pretty much like worlds apart. So with this particular pickup, I ended up securing the sneaker off of the website when it first dropped, and I ended up selling it on GOAT for $500 or $550. It was something crazy. And even though I love this sneaker and wanted to keep it in the collection, I just figured I'd roll the dice, list it, see if I could grab that $550 or $500, take that money and go back to StockX, buy it for a lower amount, and still pocket the profit. But anyway, as you can see, we got the Nike and Kith collab on the Air Pippin 1. This one is the Chimera. I initially picked this one up on release day from kith.com. Not going to spend too much time talking about the specifics on this shoe. If you like, you can check out the review. I'll leave a link on the screen as always. But basically, Ronnie Feig, which is the founder of Kith, pretty much wanted to pay homage to Scottie Pippen and all his accomplishments. This sneaker was one of 2 colorways to actually release to the public, aside from a friends and family pair. But this one was the one that I just wanted to have in the collection, pretty much due to the fact that it's just out of the ordinary and outside of the box. It's just a sneaker that you typically won't see every day, and it's also on a silhouette that you won't see every day, and I like both of those things about this shoe. As for the animal print upper, which is all done in pony hair, Ronnie pretty much wanted to illustrate the kind of animal that Scottie Pippen was on the court, and in doing so he couldn't just pick one animal. In fact, he decided to choose 4 animals. He chose lion, leopard, cheetah, and lastly zebra. Now, as I stated in the initial pickup video, I'm not really sure how a zebra ties into being a fierce animal on the court, but hey, if he likes it, I love it. Definitely glad to add this sneaker back to the collection while adding a little bit of extra cash to my pocket as well. Now, last but not least, this is a sneaker that I was able to pick up on release date, just not in my size. So basically, after selling that shoe, I went on ahead and took the profits from that sale to buy the sneaker in my size. This particular shoe, along with the other colorways, I've been trying to actually get as many as I can just to put them up, because I really feel like this shoe is going to be worth a lot of money later on down the line. And as you can see, we've got another Pharrell HU NMD Trail model, and of course this is the multicolor colorway. One of 4 colorways to release last year, and this one here is actually my second favorite out of the 4. I'm really looking forward to these new colorways that we're supposed to be getting around February or March. Those have like a tie-dye effect on the upper, and I definitely feel like it's going to be a crazy release. But anyway, when it came down to the multicolors here, I think that they were the most produced pair out of the 4. Right now the prices are ranging average around like $400 to $450. But again, just like with the Oreo pair, it's just a matter of time before these skyrocket. And I really don't understand, even if it was a lot of pairs, why they're selling for so cheap. Because in my opinion, it's definitely a dope colorway. As I did state earlier, you do have the words on the prominent upper, but as you can see with this pair, it's embroidered or stitched in, and I just feel like it gives the shoe a cleaner look. You don't have to worry about the letters falling off or getting scratched with time or anything like that. All in all, we've had a ton of multicolored sneakers released over the last year and a half, and hands down, I think that these multicolored NMD trails here are the best by far, and I'm definitely glad to pick them up in my size. Alright guys, so there you have it. 6 heat pickups to kick off the 2018 year. I hope you all enjoy. I really feel like this is going to be a great year, and I'm looking forward to bringing you guys a lot of dope unboxings and content. To all the subscribers out there, I appreciate you and thank you for your continued support. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do so at this time. Click that subscribe button and click that notification bell for your boys so you don't miss any more videos that I drop from here on out. Like and share the video if you're able to do so. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and now Snapchat at the name you see on the screen at this time. And keep it locked to Air Trafficking for more massive heat unboxings just like this one. Until next time, I'm taking off.